Have you ever noticed that the strongest people in the world are rarely the loudest? They don't argue with everyone. They don't prove themselves to strangers. They don't chase approval. And yet, somehow, they always seem to be one step ahead. Why? Because they discovered a truth that most people never understand. Your greatest battle is not against the world. It is against the person you become every morning when you wake up. The alarm rings. For a few seconds, your mind stands at a crossroads. One road leads back to comfort. The other leads toward growth. Every single day, life quietly asks you the same question. Who will you become today? Most people never answer. They simply repeat yesterday. The same excuses, the same fears, the same habits, the same complaints. Weeks become months. Months become years. And suddenly they wake up wondering where their dreams disappeared. But dreams don't disappear overnight. They disappear one ignored morning at a time. Marcus Aurelius once reminded himself that when you wake each morning, you have another opportunity to fulfill the purpose of your life. Think about that. Not another chance to complain. Not another chance to blame people. Not another chance to scroll endlessly. Another chance to become better than the person you were yesterday. The sun never asks whether you are ready. It rises anyway. Time never waits for your confidence. It moves anyway. Life never stops because you're afraid. Continues anyway. The only question is, will you move with it, or will you spend another day standing still? Many people believe motivation changes lives. They're wrong. Motivation disappears. Discipline remains. Feelings change. Purpose doesn't. That's why the strongest people don't wait until they feel inspired. They simply begin. They understand something most people refuse to accept. Action creates motivation, not the other way around. Maybe you've been waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect opportunity, the perfect amount of confidence, the perfect version of yourself. But perfection is a trap. The longer you wait for perfect conditions, the more your future slips away. Look around. Someone with fewer resources than you is succeeding. Someone with more problems than you is still fighting. Someone who was once exactly where you are today has already changed their life. The difference isn't luck. The difference is that they stopped waiting. They started moving. Today can become the day everything changes. Not because life suddenly becomes easier, but because you finally decide to become stronger. So before we continue, make one promise to yourself. Don't listen to these words as entertainment. Listen as if your future depends on them. Because maybe it does. Say this quietly to yourself. Today I choose growth over comfort. Remember those words. By the end of this journey, they will mean everything. 1. Your mind is either your greatest ally or your worst enemy. Most people think life becomes difficult because of circumstances, but that's rarely true. The real struggle begins inside your own mind. Before anyone criticizes you, your mind already has. Before anyone doubts you, your mind whispers, "You're not good enough. You're too late. Someone else can do it better." Day after day, you fight invisible conversations that nobody else can hear. And eventually, you start believing them. But here's something the Stoics understood thousands of years ago. Your thoughts are not always telling you the truth. Fear speaks loudly. Wisdom speaks quietly. Fear tells you to stay comfortable. Wisdom tells you to grow. Fear says you're too weak. Wisdom reminds you that strength is built through struggle. Every morning you must decide which voice deserves your attention. Imagine carrying a backpack filled with heavy stones. Each stone represents one negative belief. I'm unlucky. I'm not talented. I always fail. No one supports me. The backpack becomes heavier every year. Eventually, you convince yourself life is difficult. But maybe life isn't the problem. Maybe you're carrying unnecessary weight. One decision, one new belief, one act of courage can remove another stone. Little by little, your journey becomes lighter, not because life changed, because you changed. Marcus Aurelius practiced something extraordinary. Whenever negative emotions appeared, he didn't panic. He observed them. He asked, Is this within my control? If the answer was no, he let it go. Imagine how peaceful your life could become if you practiced the same habit. Someone insults you. Can you control their words? No. Someone misunderstands you. Can you control their opinion? No. Someone leaves your life. Can you control their decision? No. Then why surrender your peace to things that never belong to you? Real freedom begins when you stop trying to control everything outside yourself and start mastering what happens within. Every morning, protect your mind before you protect your schedule, because a peaceful mind creates powerful actions. A distracted mind creates endless excuses. Tomorrow morning, before touching your phone, sit quietly for 1 minute. Ask yourself one question. What is actually within my control today? Focus only on those things. Everything else, leave behind, because peace isn't something you find. It's something you choose. Every single morning, there comes a moment in every person's life when they realize something painful. Not everyone who smiles at you wants to see you succeed. Some people clap while you're standing still. But the moment you start growing, their applause turns into silence, and sometimes into criticism. First, this hurts. You wonder what you did wrong. You question yourself. You begin shrinking your dreams just to make other people comfortable. But here's the truth that changes everything. You were never born to fit inside someone else's expectations. You were born to discover your own purpose. Most people spend their entire lives asking one question: what will people think? That single question has destroyed more dreams than failure ever could. How many opportunities have you ignored because someone might laugh? How many ideas died inside your mind because you feared judgment? How many times did you stay silent when your heart wanted to speak? Think about it. The people whose opinions scare you today, will they still matter 10 years from now? Probably not. The Stoics understood something remarkable. Your reputation belongs to others, but your character belongs to you. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself that another person's opinion cannot damage your soul unless you allow it. Read that again. People don't control your peace. Your reaction does. Imagine carrying a mirror everywhere you go. Every few minutes you stop and ask strangers, "Do I look good? Am I enough? Do you approve of me?" Eventually, you forget what you actually look like, because you've spent so much time seeing yourself through everyone else's eyes. That's exactly what happens when you chase validation. You lose yourself. The strongest people don't ignore criticism. They simply filter it. If advice comes from someone wiser, they listen. If criticism comes from someone committed to misunderstanding them, they let it pass like the wind. Not every voice deserves space inside your mind. Every morning your attention is limited. Your energy is limited. Your time is limited. Why waste those precious resources trying to impress people who already decided who they think you are? Instead, impress yourself. Become someone your future self would admire. Someone who keeps promises. Someone who chooses discipline over distraction. Someone who walks away from unnecessary arguments. Because real confidence isn't loud. Real confidence is quiet. It doesn't announce itself. It simply shows up every day. The world is full of people pretending to be successful, but very few are quietly becoming successful. Choose which one you want to become. The pain you avoid today will return tomorrow. Most people believe comfort is happiness, but comfort has a hidden price. Every workout you avoid returns later as weakness. Every difficult conversation you escape returns later as regret. Every opportunity you postpone returns later as disappointment. Pain never disappears. It simply changes its address. You either experience the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. One lasts a few hours. The other can last a lifetime. Think about the seed buried beneath the ground. Before it becomes a strong tree, it must break apart. Imagine if the seed refused. Imagine if it said, "Breaking hurts. Growing is uncomfortable. I'd rather stay safe." It would remain a seed forever. Many people live exactly like that. Protected, comfortable, safe, but never fulfilled. Growth always asks for a price. The question isn't whether you'll suffer. The question is, which suffering will you choose? Seneca believed that difficulty trains the soul the same way exercise strengthens the body. Without resistance, there is no strength. Without storms, roots never grow deeper. Without failure, wisdom never develops. Every challenge entering your life carries a hidden gift: patience, discipline, humility, courage. But most people only see the struggle. They miss the lesson. Imagine looking back at your life 20 years from now. Which pain would hurt more? The pain of trying and failing? Or the pain of never trying at all? Deep inside, you already know the answer. That's why every morning is important. Each sunrise gives you another chance to choose temporary discomfort over permanent regret. Wake up, move your body, study, build your dream, practice your craft. Not because it's easy, because your future deserves today's effort. Whenever life feels difficult, remember this: mountains don't become smaller, climbers become stronger. So stop asking life to remove every obstacle. Ask yourself to become the kind of person who can overcome them. For protect your energy like your life depends on it. Because it does. Not everyone deserves unlimited access to you. Some conversations drain your spirit. Some friendships steal your focus. Some environments quietly destroy your ambition. You don't notice it immediately. It happens slowly. One negative conversation, 1 hour of meaningless scrolling, one unnecessary argument, another day wasted comparing yourself to strangers. Little by little, your energy disappears, and then you wonder why you're exhausted. The Stoics believed your inner world must be guarded like a fortress. Not because the world is evil, but because your peace is valuable. Imagine owning a beautiful garden. Every day weeds begin growing. Would you ignore them? Of course not. Because eventually, the weeds would choke every flower. Negative habits work exactly the same way. They don't destroy your life overnight. They grow quietly, until one day, you no longer recognize yourself. That's why discipline isn't punishment. It's protection. Protect your mornings. Protect your attention. Protect your dreams. Protect your peace. The people who achieve extraordinary things are not always the smartest. Often, they're simply better at protecting what matters. Every morning ask yourself 3 questions. What deserves my energy today? What deserves my attention? What deserves my peace? If something deserves none of those, walk away. You don't need to win every argument. You don't need to respond to every insult. You don't need everyone to understand you. Sometimes, silence is the strongest answer. Sometimes, walking away is the greatest victory. Remember this: energy spent proving yourself is energy stolen from improving yourself. Choose wisely, because every decision you make today creates the person you will become tomorrow. Master your emotions before they master you. There is one battle that every person fights, yet very few people ever win. It isn't against failure. It isn't against poverty. It isn't against difficult people. It is against their own emotions. One moment of anger can destroy a relationship that took years to build. One moment of fear can stop a dream before it even begins. One moment of doubt can convince you to quit when success was only one step away. The greatest prison isn't built with iron bars. It is built with uncontrolled emotions. Marcus Aurelius understood this better than most people. He reminded himself that if someone could make him angry, then they had already gained control over him. Think about that. Every time another person's words ruin your entire day, who is really in control? Not you. They are. Real strength isn't shouting louder. It isn't winning every argument. It isn't proving everyone wrong. Real strength is remaining calm while chaos surrounds you. Imagine the ocean during a storm. The surface crashes with powerful waves, but deep beneath, the water remains still. Become like the ocean. Let the surface experience difficulty, but protect the peace within. Because when your emotions control your decisions, your future becomes unpredictable. When wisdom controls your decisions, your future becomes intentional. The next time life tests your patience, take one deep breath. Ask yourself one simple question. Will this matter 1 year from now? Most of the things stealing your peace today will become memories tomorrow. Don't sacrifice your future for temporary emotions. Choose calm, again and again, until calm becomes your nature. 6. Learn to walk alone. One of the hardest lessons life teaches is that not everyone is meant to stay. Some people enter your life to teach. Some enter to challenge you. Some simply pass through. Yet we spend years trying to hold on to people who have already let go. Why? Because being alone feels uncomfortable. But loneliness and solitude are not the same thing. Loneliness is depending on others for happiness. Solitude is discovering happiness within yourself. The strongest people eventually become comfortable with silence, comfortable with their own thoughts, comfortable building a life that doesn't require constant approval. Think about an eagle. It flies higher than every other bird, but it flies alone. It doesn't complain about having fewer companions, because its purpose demands a different altitude. The same is true for you. As you grow, your circle may become smaller, not because you're becoming cold, because you're becoming intentional. Protect your peace. Choose quality over quantity. One loyal friend is worth more than 100 fake supporters. And remember, being alone while building your future is far better than being surrounded by people who distract you from it. Success belongs to those who keep showing up. People often ask, what is the secret to success? They expect a complicated answer, a hidden formula, a special talent. But the truth is surprisingly simple. Show up again and again and again. Most people don't fail because they're incapable. They fail because they stop too soon. They quit after one rejection, one bad month, one mistake, one disappointment. But success doesn't reward perfection. It rewards persistence. Every sunrise gives you another opportunity to improve by 1%. One better decision, one better habit, one better conversation, one more page, one more workout, one more attempt. These tiny actions seem invisible today, but over months, they become extraordinary. Never underestimate the power of consistency, because time multiplies everything. Good habits, bad habits, discipline, excuses. Choose carefully what you repeat, because repetition becomes identity. Eventually, you are no longer trying to become disciplined. You simply are. Final message. If you've listened this far, you're already different from the person who started this journey. Not because your life changed overnight, but because your perspective has. Remember these truths. Life will never slow down for you. Time will never return. People will always have opinions. Challenges will always exist. But none of those things decide your future. Success belongs to those who keep showing up. People often ask, what is the secret to success? They expect a complicated answer, a hidden formula, a special talent. But the truth is surprisingly simple. Show up again and again and again. Most people don't fail because they're incapable. They fail because they stop too soon. They quit after one rejection, one bad month, one mistake, one disappointment. But success doesn't reward perfection. It rewards persistence. Every sunrise gives you another opportunity to improve by 1%. One better decision, one better habit, one better conversation, one more page, one more workout, one more attempt. These tiny actions seem invisible today, but over months, they become extraordinary. Never underestimate the power of consistency, because time multiplies everything. Good habits, bad habits, discipline, excuses. Choose carefully what you repeat, because repetition becomes identity. Eventually, you are no longer trying to become disciplined. You simply are. Final message. If you've listened this far, you're already different from the person who started this journey. Not because your life changed overnight, but because your perspective has. Remember these truths. Life will never slow down for you.